Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the 35th episode of Twisted Strands, and sorry for the delay, and thanks for joining me tonight. I just want to say sorry for the wait, and sometimes things in my life get a little out of hand, and I appreciate you continuing to watch. I appreciate everybody who watches the show. Thank you so much, and hopefully we won't get too many more blizzards so that I have more personal time. At least I had knitting time. That was kind of good, but certainly not enough as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, yes, I've got a bunch of projects sitting in front of me. A lot of them whips, one of them a finished object. And let's start. I did a bunch of rows on my yoke cardigan. Let me get my... Did I knock over? I don't know what I knocked over. Anyway, this is my number 16 button yoke cardigan. It's from the Knit Simple magazine, fall 2010. It's by Sandy Prosser. Yes, I'm reading my notes as I go. But anyway, it's called my Jeannie's Gray Sweater, and it's out of Plymouth Encore in a gorgeous heathered gray. And as you can see, it's all beautiful moss stitch. And my promise to myself, sometimes I keep it, sometimes I don't, but I promised myself I'd do 5 rows every day because it's about 159 stitches. It's the front and the back knit together. We'll see how well I do. I also have my Blurred Line sock by Megan Williams, and that's on her pattern store on Ravelry. And I finally started my second one. This is using Simply Socks Yarn Company's. Let me see. There, now you have to focus now that you don't have my face. And no, you don't, do you? Ooh, you stinker. Such a stinker. Anyway, clearly I'm trying to match my previous sock. So we'll see how well I do. I just cast that on yesterday because I had cast on itis, as some people call it. I just want to cast on all of the things, you know? Also, I'm working on, let's see, a hat-shaped hat found on Verbena Knits. Sorry. And it's Lindsay Ingram's. Blah. Okay, let me try that again. Clearly, I'm out of practice. It's Verbena Knits is the place she has it, and it's Lindsay Ingram, and it's called the Hat-Shaped Hat. And this is some yarn I picked up in Lion Brand yesterday. And it's called Hometown, and I believe the color name is Tigers. And I cast this on late last night, and I've knit a few rows of 2x2 ribbing, and I shall hopefully be able to finish it really soon. And my intention is to send it out to one of the many people asking for hats this cold season, for those in need or those suffering from cancer or whatever. I'll figure it out. Probably a local charity is going to get it. So that's the hat-shaped hat. Here I am wondering what is. Oh, I'm also working on another hat for charity, but I don't know where it is right now. So sorry. I think it's over by my bed where I worked on it last. And that's out of Red Heart Midnight Boutique yarn. It's got some color and sparkle to it, and it's called the Shepherd Bulky Rainbow Hat. And it's in One Skein Wonders 101 yarn shop favorites. Sorry, so tired. And the designer is Bob Morris, and her name is Bobbe Morris. And I'm sorry if it's a he, not a she. So sorry. So those are all my works in progress, and I did manage to finish something. My finished object is the Voodoo You Love Me Stuffy by Susan Claudino. Now, I'm not terribly certain, but I do believe it's Collinette yarn, and I finished him in over a week, and he is so cute and misshapen, like most of my toys, as you can see. Turn your head. Now look up. And I bought the cute button from Trillium Yarns on Saturday. So, yay! Finished object. There he is. Now he's straight. I really do like the pattern, and it's quite easy to do. So, in the embroidery, I got some excellent embroidery tips from one of the sites on YouTube. So, yay! I kind of gave them to my mom as a Valentine's Day present, so he's not really mine, even though I get to snuggle him clearly. Again, that's Voodoo You Love Me by Susan Claudino, and I recommend the pattern. It is fun and quick. But the start of the legs and arms is a little fiddly, but you get over it quickly. I'm sorry, I'm tired and my eye is bugging me. So it's like, wow, am I all here? I'm not sure. So that's my works in progress and my finished object. Now, as you can tell, I did buy some yarn. It's my freaking birthday month. So I said, yeah, cold cheap is a good thing, but let's have a little fun. Let's get some things for projects. So my first splurge was at Trillium Yarns, and I bought some really neat looking sock yarn by Berger de France, and it's going to be knit 2 at a time, and it's to replace my unfortunate Felici socks that got ruined by being put in the dryer before I had the time to mend them. So these are going to be replacing another pair of socks. So I think it'll be a fun project. I'm probably going to do a really basic sock just for the hell of it. Maybe I can whip out February's socks 2 at a time. And also, I do have plans. Of course, I didn't just buy some sock yarn. I went to the Lion brand outlet in Karlstadt with some friends, and I bought some Lion brand hometown mill ends, and this is the same color as the hat I'm making, a nice purple with a gold. This is black and orange. This is blue and white, which I think is pretty, and this is a nice rosy color, multicolored yarn. So that's some of it. And they had a really good sale on Martha Stewart's roving yarn. So it was half off of roving yarn. And I've been wanting to knit a really thick yarn shawl for a while. So I decided, why not buy some roving? It's pretty. So I got that at half off. I bought 5 of those. Turns out I didn't have the right needle for the pattern, so I bought that. I bought that from Eat Sleep Knit, a size 19 needle I needed for that, so I bought that from Eat Sleep Knit. It should be there, like, it should be here soon. And then I bought this adorable baby wool. Now, as for everybody who's pregnant in my knitting group, none of us knows the gender of the children about to be born, but the mothers are kind of open-minded, and this is a beautiful, appropriate baby color, I think. So I bought a special bag of baby wool. It is super soft and machine washable and dryable. Let me see. Yeah, machine washable and dryable. So she'll be able to put it in the washer and dryer, and I'm going to make a sweater or 2 with this. I got 3 for $10. So, yay! I also bought an ancient issue of Vogue Knitting for $1. You know me, I'm a huge spender. Right? Not really. Sometimes. Sometimes I'll go nutso, but I've been quite moderate. Even though I've given myself full license to get whatever I want. And everything's got a plan and a purpose. We'll see how many socks for the how many hats for the poor I can make out of the hats. And yeah, and then gifts for people and a shawl for myself. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to a lot of blue colored knitting in my future. And so that was my splurge so far. February is not over yet. We'll see. I am on the search for some Doctor Who scarf inspired self-striping yarn, so if anybody knows somebody who can do that or will or has it, let me know. Otherwise I'll just excuse me, so sorry. I'll just make it up or ask Liz from A Good Day for a Cupcake to see if she can do it. So anyway, those are the things I've purchased and things that I've been working on and I'm finished. So yay. So let's go on to stuff and junk before I lose my voice, which seems imminent. Seriously, I'm not sick. I have other things, but not a cold, I hope. Who knows? It's so hard to tell in this weather. Anyway, what else? I have watched several movies this weekend and week and a half. 2 weeks? I'm so sorry. So anyway, I've seen a lot of movies. Let's see, I saw Excision, which is really good. I would give that 4 skeins out of 5 because the actresses are really good. The one who plays the main protagonist, who is insane, a bit of a sociopath, and she's just so damn convincing. And her sister is so very sick, and her mother is such a bitch. Oh, here comes trouble. Cleo has entered the room. Leave the yarn alone. She has taken, my cat has taken to carrying off works in progress and even finished objects that have not had their ends woven in. Cleo. She's just gonna ignore me. unless I dangle a yarn in front of her face, which I'm not about to do during the show. Excision, excellent horror, really twisted. Yeah, it was good. I would give it 4 skeins, just because it's interesting and suspenseful, and yeah, it had me. And then I watched something that was a bit of a gross out. It was called Stalled, and that story is so gross. It's about a guy who is a janitor / handyman, and he almost survives a zombie apocalypse by hiding out in a woman's bathroom stall. So yeah, there's a lot of blood, gore, and barf in that, so it's not really cool, and it's okay. I would give it 2 skeins. Didn't hate it, but I didn't like it too much. Kind of, that was not bad. Not good, but not bad. So anyway, 2 skeins out of that. And then I watched this really dumb movie. It was called The Grey, and it stars one of my little heartthrobs called Liam Neeson. You might have heard of him. He is such a hunk, and he's got the most beautiful blue eyes, but he starred in this piece of shit. And by the end, I was thinking of so many ways that the people could have avoided what happened to them, and how the wolves were portrayed. I had huge problems with that from the beginning, and a lot of falsehoods about wolves, and a lot of stupid behavior on the people. And then I realized maybe they weren't trying to say something about wolves, but something deeper within. But the message was so garbled among the gore and the sheer stupidity of the show. Sorry, the cat opened the door a little bit much, so now we get to deal with maybe you overhearing the TV. Yeah, it was garbled. Whatever fucking message they meant to convey, with these men being picked off by wolves that don't act like wolves at all, it's beyond me. That's it. So The Grey gets 0 skeins. Dude, Liam, you could have done so much better. Hell, you could have done better playing the Hulk or something in some shitty remake. But anyway. I gotcha! I gotcha! I gotcha, baby! Here's Cleo. Say hi. I'm a bad girl. I try to eat mommy's yarn, and I drag her projects all over the place. Yeah, okay. And she hates being picked up. So there's her punishment for the day. You should get away from my sweater wool. Stop. What else did I see? Oh, the remake of The Evil Dead. Holy crap, that was awful. I mean, the first one was awesome because it was just so campy, and they knew it. Quit it. And plus, Bruce Campbell. Hell yeah. So, I just... 2 for effort. 2 skeins for effort, but seriously, folks, it was a bomb. And just so dumb. Anyway, I didn't like that either. So, I liked Excision, and Stalled was gross out fun. But other than that, I've watched some bombs. And that's how I roll. So, Okay, I don't know where Cleo... Oh, here she is. So anyway, I don't know. But this... stop. Stop. Sadie, if you ever watch this show and you have tips for me to stop my cat from playing with my fucking yarn while I'm away, please tell me. I'd like some tips, please. I don't want to traumatize her, because my dad does a good enough job of that, but yeah, she's been a real pain in the ass. Ugh, much like the weather. So anyway, it's getting late, folks, and I was gonna slip in a review, but that'll have to wait until next week when I'm a little bit better prepared. I'm trying, and I want to keep in touch with you all, of course, because who wouldn't? You're all awesome. And besides, who else is going to keep me clean with the sweater and all? It is fun to knit. I mean, hell, everybody needs something they can just mindlessly work on while they're talking in knit nights and all that. Oh, speaking of knitting nights, there is, in New Jersey, the Wool Walk, and that is unfortunately taking place during the same weekend as the Connecticut Sheep and Wool. So I'm really sorry, kids, but I asked Bridget if she'd rather do this, and she hasn't really been to a New Jersey yarn store except for the Lion Brand outlet. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb into my car, and we're going to tool around northern New Jersey and check out all the places and have lunch, and that's going to be Saturday the 24th. So that's the next event that I'm going to do, other than the various knitting nights that I'm part of. So I've got about 2 nights of knitting to have fun in, so hopefully I'll have a lot more knitting for you to see next week. And well, I did get knitting treats. I got for my birthday. I got a magnetic project page holder, which is awesome. That's from Knitter's Pride. And then I got a sock knitter's handbook, which will hopefully help me make better socks for myself and family. And then I got the crochet answer book, which I've been wanting for a while, so that was awesome. Then I also got, do you mind hanging on for a minute? Hold on just a second. I'll probably pause it, but anyway. Well, I got this neat freaking thing. And evidently you can do it like that. And anyway, no, I'm not going to shine the light, but it can hold your little things. It's the Buffy Ann knit light for your knitting and crochet needs and cross stitch and stuff. But it's got little holders and bright light, a little lower light, and annoyingly enough, a flashing light. So I am a knitter who likes her tools, so I'm wondering how well this will work, but I don't care. I'm just psyched, because Goddess knows that blackouts happen, and this will be so cool. So I'm not trying to be lewd or anything. It's just, that's where it would hang, I think. Knitting with black yarn or anything like that, it'll be so cool. So, and I did get Folk Socks by Nancy Bush, and maybe I'll do a review of that one. And yeah, so exciting things. And I want to take a moment to say thank you so much to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. You made me all happy and smiley. And anybody who sent me pattern, thank you so much. And I got a card from Roz, which was awesome. Thank you, Roz. And just thank you so much. And I'm going to stop for now, knit some, and I will get to bed hopefully at a decent hour. Because that's been a trouble too. So, anyway, my contact information is at the end of the podcast. So you can reach me anywhere. JD on I'm JD on Ravelry. Please feel free to join the group on Ravelry. It's Twisted Strands Podcast. And the rest is on the credit, so to speak. It's not much of a credit. So anyway, I want to wish you a great week. And that's it for now. And I want to leave you with my customary thought. It doesn't matter what you use or what you make. If you're doing crafts, you're making the world a more beautiful place. And for that, I thank you. Have a good night, kids.